simple blowout, and then a little knotless braids. Hey honeys, we're gonna hop right into this video. Thanks for returning. I'm Brittany if you're new here, and we're gonna do some jumbo knotless box braids. Stay with me. So this first one that I'm going to do is going to kind of be a test run because I've done knotless braids before in the past, but I haven't done them as large as these sections are, and this is really going to only be my second time attempting knotless braids. So I'm going to be easy on myself because it is a learning curve. There are several ways to do knotless box braids, okay? There are ways to also do them so that they appear to be knotless, yet the knot is really hidden underneath. There's also a ton of ways you can do the crochet method with crochet hooks. If you were to do the crochet method as far as doing jumbo knotless, I would say use a larger needle like this instead of this small one. You see the difference? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Because I do want my look to be knotless, I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to take off the rubber band. I'm going to put more Shine and Jam on, and I'm also going to seal my hair a little bit more with grease. At least that's what I think I'm going to do. Now my sections are pretty large, so first I have to see what this much hair is going to look like in this section. That could be way too much hair. I'm really not sure. What I did was I used the pre-stretched Expressions hair. By Outtray, and for each bundle that's in the whole pack, I took 3 braids from it, okay? So let's see if that's too much. If it's too much, then I'm literally going to just take some of the hair out. So we're gonna go ahead and do this first one, and then I'm going to do several with whichever method that I choose, and then I'll come back and show you guys up close and in more detail. Alrighty, so let's get started, honeys. Cut that rubber band if it's acting up. That rubber band was in my hair a day, so it was acting up. I had to cut it. Alrighty. So here we go with my section of hair. My hair is detangled and stretched. So I guess my next step would be to put a little bit of grease on it. I guess that's my next step. I am gonna put a tiny bit of grease. Yeah. hair, especially the ends, you know. You just want your hair to be nice and done well. So this is the section. I'll show you how large it is. Big section. And then I'm going to go ahead and start. So let me first get my hair, and I'm going to take this and separate it into 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3. Try to do it as evenly as possible, but girl, that might not work. See that? 3 sections, right? So I'm gonna take 1 section and drape it over my thigh. Then I'm gonna take the other one and drape it too over the other thigh. And then I'm going to start working with this first piece. Now, this isn't even. I do not add the hair in even because I do want it to be a little bit longer. So I'm going to take it and I make it uneven about that much. So I'll say, what is this, y'all? This ain't a third. Maybe a third, yeah. Yep, almost a third, a little more than a third. But anyway, this is how I'm going to start adding it, okay? So let's go ahead and get some more Shine Jam. And y'all, my jar is almost empty. And pro. Miss Camille Wright. Camille Wright is the marketing director or something of Ampro here in Memphis. So I'm putting a little Shine Jam on that hair. I'm actually gonna put Shine Jam all the way down because y'all know what I do. Put some on this end. See how that Shine Jam just sleeks it out? All right, now doesn't have to be here. I'm gonna braid that pretty tightly. Okay, so I'm gonna turn around so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, honey, so we're gonna go ahead and section this big section into 3 smaller parts, and I'm gonna go ahead and start to braid normally. So we're gonna plait down 1, 2, and 3 times, and then we're gonna go ahead and add our first piece of hair. And if you guys haven't seen my DIY knotless box braid video, the not so scalpy look, go ahead and take a look at that because I do show this exact process in that video, and the sections are smaller as well as the braids, so you may be able to pick up the technique better with that video. So here I am adding another piece of hair and just braiding down, and then the final 3rd piece is added and continue to braid. I'm not really liking the way this is feeling from my root because these are such large braids, so I may not make these knotless, or I may not make the back knotless, and I might just do the remainder of my hair as knotless. Let me flip this over so I can really braid. Okay, and get that hair tucked in pretty well. Braiding your own hair can be so therapeutic. Like if you've got a lot going on, especially with all of the things that are going on right now, you can really just take a little time for yourself and sit and zone out. Not necessarily zone out, but you can, ooh, look at that little loop. Hang on, see this? And my hair sticking out. She not having that. Look. Nope. Backing up. So as I was saying, you can take this time to be very intentional with your thoughts and with your words. You can be present and focusing on the task at hand. You can take that time to pray, meditate. You can also set goals in your mind and then later write them down so that you can bring them into fruition. Also, you can just take that time to center yourself so that your energy will be clear, free, and flowing. So here's the first one, and this is how it looks. Now I'm just going to figure out if this is how I actually want to do it, or if I want to keep my rubber bands on, because I do like having rubber bands under my hair when I have a style like this. We can talk about why in another video, or just in some of my previous videos. So make sure that you check out some of those and you'll understand why. But nonetheless, I'm gonna go take a look at this and then see if I like it, and then I'm gonna keep going, y'all. Alrighty, see you soon. Okay, honey, so I decided to do this next braid with the crochet hook and the crochet method. So as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and detangle my hair very quickly, and then I'm going to insert the crochet needle or hook down in the middle of the section. So I'm going to go ahead and just take one piece and crochet that through my section, and then I'm going to go ahead and start braiding. So what I did was I used my natural hair as one leg and those other two pieces as the other two. So there's 3 legs, and I went ahead and started to braid twice, and then I added the remainder of the hair. Now guys, I did not like the way this felt. It did not taper off the way that I wanted it to. So this is not the method that I used for the rest of my head either. I did, however, decide to crochet at least 2 pieces in the section. Okay, I don't think I think I want to go around all of the things. This is just a little heavy. Okay, honeys, so I'm about to show you what I ended up doing to the front of my hair to make sure that my braids appear to be knotless. So what I did was I went ahead and I continued with the crochet hook method. So I used 2 pieces of hair. So what I did, instead of separating the hair into 3, I separated into 2, and I insert the crochet hook needle down in the middle of the hair first, add a piece of hair that way, and then I add a piece of hair in the opposite direction. So that hair would be added perpendicular to the first piece. So what I did was I go in from the side and inserted another piece of hair. And you're about to see that demo on these next 2 braids, and you'll see how it does appear to be knotless. And instead of just kind of braiding underhand, I decided to braid overhand so that the rubber band could not be seen from the top of my head, and you'll see that it's going to look very nice. So here we go. I did take some beeswax from Impro and tried to use that on my hair, but as you can see, it did not work as good as the Shine and Jam. I did run out of the Shine and Jam during this application, so I just decided to get rid of this honeybees beeswax, and I did not put it on any other sections of my hair. I just continued on with my process. You will see that I use a little bit of the Argan Oil Eco Styler gel on a section, but I didn't really like the way that made my hair feel, so it's not, the Eco Style gel is not on the rest of the section. So here is the demo and the insertion of the first piece of hair. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and talk you through this as well. So just like we did in the back, we're going to take that crochet needle and insert it down. We're going to get half of the hair that has been separated for this section, hook it onto the crochet hook, close the latch, and pull it through. One of the tips that I have is make sure that you're inserting the thinnest end into the crochet hook so that it can glide through your section very easily without snagging. And again, that hair was added unevenly so that I can increase the length of the braid. So that's the one piece in. Next, we're going to go ahead and add the second piece. That piece is going to be perpendicular or like a cross from the other piece that was inserted. So you're going to go in from the side, and I went from front to back with the crochet hook so that I can go ahead and get this second piece of hair in. So here we go. Slide that needle in through the middle of that. I'm being very careful here because I don't want any of the hair to separate or to get snagged on the hook, and then you're going to be in for some trouble trying to get it all back together and the same length that you had it as when you inserted it. So here we go. Hook that second piece of hair. I'm going to close the latch. That piece seemed a little thick, as you can see, so that's why it's really important to try to insert the thinnest portion of the hair through the hook. Okay? So I'm just evening up the hair some. Well, it's not even, but I'm getting it to where I need it to be for that. And as you can see, that hair is all around that rubber band. So now we're just going to overhand plait downward to finish out this section. Okay, honeys, here we go for the last time, inserting the hook from the back this time so that you guys can get a good view. I'm doing the exact same process. I have two pieces of hair that I'm going to feed through or crochet through that section. So one piece here, I'm going to go ahead and get that piece and get the thinnest end and latch it onto that hook. Then we're going to close the hook and pull it through. And there we go. Fish the rest of that hair out and get your hair back to that uneven state so that your braid can be as long as you desire. And then we're going to go again perpendicular, so you're making a cross with the extension hair. So I'm going to go in from the back so that you guys can get a good view. I'm sorry, underneath. And there it is. So we're going to get a piece of hair and hook it onto that hook. Now you see how thick that was? All of that hair didn't really go onto the hook. So I repositioned the hair in my hands so that I could get a thinner section and latch that hook closed and pull it through. Alrighty. So I want to say that if you do this method, make sure that when you start to braid, you have the hair already separated to be kind of even. Since my hair is quite full in this section, I had to kind of reposition what I did initially. So what I wanted to do was have both long pieces of hair on the outside or on the perimeter of the braid. That way I could put the shorter pieces in the middle with my natural hair, because those shorter pieces are not as bulky as the longer ones because it's kind of the end of that extension hair. So when I did that, that really helped my braid to look more consistent in the front, and this is just the process. So take a look at how that went, and then I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of this braid and close this video out, y'all. Okay, so this is what you do not want to do. Do you see how those two legs are very thin and then one leg is just super thick where my hair is? So as you can see, I'm just going to take it down and reposition and do what I just said, which is have the long pieces on the outside, but I'm also going to split my natural hair into two and just add that hair to two different legs of this braid, and that definitely helped my braid look much more uniform and consistent, and I liked it much better than what I'd already started. Okay, honeys, so if you decide to do these knotless box braids, don't hesitate, don't worry, because that is not how God made us. Okay, you have skills, you can do this, you will persevere. This is much easier than it looks. I'm just taking my time and being careful because I want my hair to look very nice. So go ahead, try it yourself. If you're not an essential worker, you can do this and you may not have to wear it out. So go ahead, just take the initiative, get it done. I also want to take this time to say thank you and give a huge shout out to all of the essential workers. You guys are the real MVPs. Y'all are the GOATs. Everyone that's working in these grocery stores, department stores, financial institutions, car lots, car dealerships, social and healthcare workers, the postal service workers. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have done so much and sacrificed a lot of your time and energy during this pandemic and civil rights movement. You guys are loved, you're valued, you're appreciated, and I just want to say thank you again. Keep fighting a good fight. You are a blessing to so many. Okay, honeys, we are here and this style turned out quite beautiful. I love it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sending you all peace, love, and a whole lot of light. Bye.